Yes, sir. You just found it. Intercourse with you. Let's chat. Welcome to the Intercourse Show. I am your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very exciting show for you. We are discussing the Pop the Balloon series. Now, for those who don't know, Pop the Balloon is a series that's been happening on social media, specifically YouTube, where a group of ladies or a group of men will have a balloon, and it's meant to be a dating show. So a candidate will come out, and if the people don't like the candidate for whatever reason, what he looks like, what he says, they can pop their balloon. Then they have to give an explanation for why they popped their balloon. Now, if they do, then they get to ask a series of questions and determine whether or not they'll be a match to go on the date. So this seems to be one where there's a young lady. I guess she's extremely tall. They said she's about 8 feet tall. And I guess things go left between her and the candidates that was there as some of the balloons got popped. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it.
It'll be on.
Oh, okay. Expected some.
So we got 2 balloons that pop. Let's go ahead and figure out why they popped the balloon. All right. Okay. Let's move forward. Okay. All right. So we can.
He finally turned around and let's get it though.
See this still be on.
Okay. For those who don't know, this lady's 8 feet tall, and she's dating different types of men who are definitely not as tall as her. She's a beautiful lady, but she is massive. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Oh, okay. Expected some.
So we got 2 balloons that pop. Let's go ahead and figure out why they popped the balloon. All right. Okay. Let's move forward. Okay. All right. So we can start from here. All right. Can you introduce yourself, name, age, occupation, and why you popped the balloon?
Name is Seti, 34, work in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. She's just way too tall for me. And I'm not sure if I can carry you. No, you do look good, but just way too tall. It's a deal breaker.
Wait, you said you're not sure if you can carry her?
Yeah, because she's tall.
Okay. All right. I think you can carry her.
I don't deadlift. I bench, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to carry her.
Okay. All right. How you feel about that?
They really having a discussion of
In
like
front
whether
of
they
her.
can carry her or not. And she
In
right
front
there.
of her.
So, yeah, she's not even invisible. They're like, yo, you sure? I think you can carry it. You know, she ain't that big. Like, and then he turned around. Yeah, he finally turned around and inquired.
He's not confident within himself. So, I mean, he seems, yeah,
Is he your type?
no,
Oh,
no. I do love his skin color. I just don't like the way he's dressed. He's look kind of older. So, I don't know. I like a cute face.
you
know.
like a cute face?
Mhm.
What do you mean by a cute face?
Yeah.
What do you mean by a cute face?
Cute face.
Teddy has beautiful teeth, but his face was giving, he'd been through a lot. He's very older, wiser man. Like,
Okay.
you
You
know,
don't look that old.
he's been through a lot of years in his life.
I mean, I was definitely very disappointed. I consider myself medium ugly. So I think I do pass the test when it comes to the scale of, rating.
say
So,
that.
All right. I am going to share a thought on this. I know a lot of times women have issues with men's height. And I don't often hear men make a huge issue about a woman's height, but there are some men who they don't necessarily want a woman who's taller than them. In this case, it seemed like she's not just taller than everybody. She's massively, she's 8 feet tall. So that's 2 whole feet for a guy who's 6 feet tall. And I'm not sure that these guys even make that threshold. I think the average height for a man is about 5'10". So a woman who's 8 feet tall got that man by 3 feet. So that is a little different proposition, but I think she did raise a good point. I think irrespective of how tall a woman is, a man should still be confident in his abilities, and you know what I mean? So I think that's a fair point that she raised on her part. But, for some men, it's not their cup of tea to deal with a woman that tall. So I guess this argument applies not just to women, but also to men too. height does matter in some instances. Back to the show.
It is what it is. I think because she's too tall, I think maybe she took that very personal. But I think, of course, she's beautiful. But I consider myself medium ugly.
Good gosh, I had to pause it. I have to, Juju. This is going to be one of them gyms. Check this out. Stop putting yourselves down in any way. You don't need to be better than anyone, but you also don't need to be less than anyone. You only can be one thing, and that's you. I am the best version of me that I could ever be, and I will continue to work on that. Not ever be, but I'm working, you are the best version of you.
Yeah.
In other words, no one could ever be me better than me, but that applies to everyone else. Be the best you. That's it. Don't be comparing yourself to anyone else for any reason. Be the best you. That's all. And that's a gem. I think once people understand that, right? Life gets better in every way.
It does.
It does. No, I'm serious. We really be trying to help. I know we joke, we laugh, we do things that get on certain people's nerves. We may be talkative, but I promise you, we're not going to lie to you when it comes to like finding love, remaining in love, and all that good, everything that everybody wants, basically.
And it's okay. Some people will be for you, some people won't. It's okay.
It's okay,
It's
man.
not. You're not in this world to try to impress
everyone. You can't.
And to
you can't. It's impossible. So once you understand, you can only be the best you. Everybody around you and everything that used to hurt and bother you, jealousy, all of that goes away. That's where we at. We just want to be the best us, and we wish that for everyone else.
No, not to me. Sorry.
Talking about he medium ugly. Don't put yourself down.
She's gorgeous. She's just
nice teeth. I love your teeth.
Thank you. Amazing. I do love your nose piercings.
Thank you.
Again, I love your tattoos. You're gorgeous. Like I love your energy, your passion. It's the hype me.
Yeah. A lot of guys is insecure, so I understand.
It's a preference.
I mean, also I would like to know, would you mind dating a guy that's shorter than you?
It's no problem to me.
I mean,
okay. All right.
No choice.
So let's go down and figure out why he popped his balloon as well.
90%
All
of
right.
Earth.
Name, age, occupation, and white national.
I'm more 27. I popped because I'm just not attracted to you.
Yeah.
You look really pretty though. I just didn't find her attractive. She's pretty, but just not for me. Like I like everything about her, like the height, the tattoos, everything looked good. Just not my type.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm just not attractive. That's about it.
Okay.
All right. You have any remarks? What do you think about him? Is he your type? You like him?
I don't know if he's attracted to women.
Oh, she turned it.
Oh no!
Wow.
No.
Wait, why don't you think that he's attracted to women?
He's giving me flamboyant in the way he present himself. So I'm sorry, no disrespect.
I get it a lot. It's whatever. People think I'm gay for whatever reason. I don't know. I take it as a compliment because when I think of gay people, when I see them, they look like they take care of themselves. So, and some people don't. So when I hear that, it's kind of like a compliment. So it doesn't really bother me.
Right. I like his attitude.
I gotta weigh in. I think that was somewhat of a low blow for her to go for his sexuality. I think she doesn't like necessarily being rejected. So anytime she gets feedback that isn't favorable, she'll take a shot. The other guy, who said she wasn't his type, and she essentially kind of had something smart to say. And now you're starting to see a pattern as she goes down the path. Now, dude, I thought was very well spoken. I don't know why she would have said that. I mean, obviously he's young, so I think their style, young people's style, is a little different. But I do feel like he was her type, and he didn't necessarily like being rejected by him, so she took a shot at him. That's my views, but we'll see if she continues on the pattern of going in on people who doesn't, like her.
It's just all the jewelries and pearls, the hair color. He's into hair dye. I mean, it's giving soft boy era. It wasn't my speed. I love a man. Like I like somebody that's, yeah. Then he's light skinned.
I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of scary, yo. She like 8 feet tall, right?
Yeah.
She massive. And she's like, I need a man. She could palm his head. She could really lift him up off the ground, just holding his face with one hand.
You get it a
When
lot?
I look at people like you, that's what I see.
So like a lot of people think that you're homosexual?
My thing is I like pearls, so I wear it a lot, and I can probably like give off a different vibe. So it is what it is.
Okay. All right, but can you clarify that?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm not.
Okay.
He wants to know. He's like, yo,
it's good to clarify that. We want to make sure, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's unfortunate that, it wasn't parent, but we'll go back. You said what?
So she look good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
he's scared.
All right, let's move back and figure out
He's like, don't catch me in the parking lot. You look good. Please.
if these two other balloons could possibly be a match. All right. So now this is a time for you to further get to know the guys. They already know a few things about you. So can you please give us a question? And then we'll get an answer.
But any one of them?
No. So you're gonna give us a question, and based on their answers, you're gonna go ahead and eliminate one of these people, right?
Do y'all mind dating a taller girl?
They have no choice.
It's not the first time I dated a tall girl.
No, I'm just
It's no problem with me whatsoever. You ain't got to worry about that.
All right.
Hello, my name is Kenny, and I love it.
You love it.
Yeah,
you love
for
dating a taller woman.
Yeah, for sure.
Why don't you look at
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's come back. Okay. All right. So, what do you think about their answers?
It was cute and
Like-
like.
All right, there's two brothers still with their balloon. Shout out to those two guys, man. Like, just at least letting the young lady know for her not to feel any type of way about her height. She can't control that. I think it should be about really getting to know a person. And shout out to these two guys. They at least kept their balloons, unpopped so that they can get to know her a little more. And, I think you can start to see her disposition already being more positive. She's less defensive. I think them just saying that they're willing to date a taller girl just boosted her confidence. So that's good so far. All right.
Okay. You have another question.
Do y'all have any children?
0.
Okay.
He was proud. He waited his whole life to say that.
Okay.
0. Okay. All right. They're all passive. We need a harder question here, right? You're laying them off the hook too quick.
Okay, so
any other question?
I'm a bartender. I stay on my feet long nights. I like to get rubbed down for hours. Do you mind doing that for me? My ankles get swollen. My back hurts.
Hold on, let me hear this.
Girl, do you mind rubbing me down for hours without
she
having an
means it.
attitude? Or
Wait. She said it twice.
She means it. So she means it.
She wants to be rubbed down for hours.
Okay. That is a little bit of a weird request. She wants to be rubbed down for hours. But then again, she's a pretty tall woman. So it might take some time to get through every part of her body. You know what I'm saying? You might need a couple of hours just to get through the whole thing. But that is somewhat of an odd request. Hey, can you rub me down for hours? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're gonna sign up for that. I don't think any man would say no. Of course, yeah, I'll rub you down for hours. Most men will go along with that. So let's see what these guys say.
Anyone that has like baby oil, like a lot of baby oil. I don't know, guys. There's probably no one out there that has tons and tons of it. Because you're gonna need it for her. But anything you gotta say? What you gotta say?
Wow, listen, I don't even think unless you want to hire your man to be your personal massagist or whatever the word is, then okay. But hours?
That's like they're gonna need to take off work for 2 days.
Listen,
what happened? You had to massage your girl again? Yeah, boss. Need a steamroller and a whole bunch of grease and lubricants just roll over her body slowly. Nah, she's at least she's self-aware. She's like, I'm a big girl.
She's a big
very
girl.
tall. So we're not clowning on her physicality, no body shaming. We're just being realistic.
Yeah.
You got a lot of leg to work with. By the time they get
Hours?
around to like just the top part of your kneecap, they tie it.
Yeah, I know.
They gotta go to sleep.
They have carpal tunnel, man. Oh,
it's gonna
wow.
get serious, man.
Arthritis.
Upset.
I see what.
Oh,
Whoa.
Okay. 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 So why'd you pop your balloon and you have something against rubbing a woman down?
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought somebody was gonna do that. It just the request seems a little like, yo, you gotta run me down for hours. Almost like it's a demand, not so much of a request. That would be a little intimidating for most men. Like, wait, I have to do this every time you get home from work? Like, this is my new job. So I don't know. Let's see what he says.
First of all, let me make this clear.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to rub you down all the time, but it's not the place for that. The bartender thing, been there, done that. Again, it's setting up phase of my life. Your career choice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think you're gorgeous. I love the height. I love all. It just ain't for me, honestly, right now.
Okay, so his issue was the bartending thing. It is true. Typically, when a woman works as a bartender, you can almost be sure that a lot of men are hitting on her. I mean, she almost has to be nice to these guys for the sake of the nature of her job, right? So, a lot of times she's not an ugly lady. She's tall, but she's not ugly. It's going to be one of them things where some men don't necessarily want their woman constantly being approached and solicited, every time they go to work. And they may not be comfortable with that. It's like a person who's dating a female who's in the sex industry or who's a stripper or somebody like that. It's just, it's a lot for that man to deal with. And, this dude seems like he's had experience with that and he doesn't want to go back. So he's hopping off the train.
He looked like my customers who come at my bars. So I'm kind of confused. And I said it in the beginning that I was a bartender and he let it slide. But then when I asked about the rubbing, he popped the balloon at the rubbing, like me getting rubbed down when I said that I work long hours. So I was kind of confused once again. Light skin, flamboyant. So it was kind of like confusing and down.
Wait,
it's not for you.
I just.
Hey, yo, what's going on with the light skin thing, yo?
And flamboyant.
From what we've been seeing, they not really messing with a lot of guys that are waffle tone. I don't know why.
No.
Okay, so like I said, there's the pattern that you're starting to see. Whenever somebody's critical of her in any way, she's taking shots. Initially, she was cool. The guy was open to dating tall women, And now all of a sudden, he's light-skinned. And I don't know what about that man looks flamboyant, but, she's taking a shot. So let's continue.
Oh, this is honestly, this is very immature at this point.
She's trying to associate it as though, like, just because of that, he's automatically flamboyant. No, don't do that, man.
Listen,
When you said the start to the thing, and I let you finish your thing. I didn't want to be rude and pop you mid-sentence. I wanted to wait till you finish. That's all. I didn't want to be rude and interrupt you mid-sentence. That's all.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go down. Have one. Can you go ahead and also answer her question? With rubbing her down.
Okay, so I'm Kenny, and so when it comes to giving her massages and whatever she wants, I would appreciate doing that. This is what I like to do myself. But when it comes to the occupation, the career, the job, I don't really like that because I've been like, in type of girls. I could take them as friends, but like not like a serious relationship.
For sure. How do you feel about that? Would you like your man to make sure to love your occupation?
He don't have to love it. He has to know that I went to school for mixology. So
I'm gonna ask what actually do you do? You said bartender, like what's the bartender? There's like different varieties of bartenders depending on the type, the club.
Okay, so what's the type? What is the type that you know of?
Like, what are you trying to ask?
I'm gonna say all type of different types.
Okay, so he's asking, what type of bartender are you?
So I currently run a bar in Brooklyn, It's called Jigga Jerk Spot. I am the bar manager and I have bartenders.
Oh, okay.
So it's a part of a restaurant and I am promoting it crazy, going to radio stations. And also I
Probably
do
watch you on the show.
once in a
Yeah.
blue, work in the strip clubs and suite and bartend there and different things like that. But yeah, and I do big parties as well.
Okay. All right. How you?
I think my man's about to pop. He was trying to determine the difference between what kind of bartender she was. So here's where he's going with that. It seems like he would be concerned if she was bartending at a strip club or places like that, because obviously those vibes are very loose. And it's different if you are a bartender at, say, a high-end hotel or a place where, you know, there's a bit more sophistication and, you know, it's not something that you would expect any type of rah-rah behavior to take place at. But it seemed like she said, you know, initially that she was bartending at a restaurant, and he seemed to have been cool with that. But then she said, I do occasionally bartend at strip clubs. And I think the nature of the question was to determine if she's bartending at places like that, because now that's going to make him create some degree of separation, because he doesn't want to have his serious woman be a bartender at a strip club. It's a bad look. So I think homie's about to pop. Let's see what happens.
Feel about that?
So good.
Okay. All right.
No,
so
you don't.
can you
don't
come
care.
back? Can
He's
you
just
come
trying
back
to have
here?
fun.
All right.
Like,
Can
I
y'all
feel
two
good.
lovebirds come back here?
Whoa.
Let's figure out if this could be a match. All right. It's a possible match that we have here. We'll give you an opportunity, right, to ask her a question. Do you have any questions for her? Last minute questions.
That's it. So I want to ask you, are you God-fearing? Like,
Oh yeah, I was raised in the church.
okay, and I was gonna ask if you're family oriented.
Yes. I have, well, if you know, Christian family is judgmental. They don't appreciate, you know, me being a
that's-
bartender,
That's sad.
but they accept it. And I do talk to my mom and dad every day. My siblings is far away. I don't really get to talk to them. They're married. They got their own stuff going on. So I'm the baby. So, but when I do need to clock in with the family,
Right.
they're right there, a phone call away.
Okay. All right. It seems like you loving everything that you're hearing, right?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have any questions for him?
I want to know your sign.
My son. I'm a tourist.
Taurus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sheesh.
All right. What do you like about Taurus? It seems like you like Taurus.
I mean, I'm an Aries, so we're like right there.
Okay. All right. You have a last minute question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask age. I didn't
Age.
hear her age the last time.
I said I was 29.
Yeah, that's one of the first things she said.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Do you mind giving a man, you know, that is interested in you a chance, although he's younger than you?
It depends on what he has to bring. Do you have your own car? Do you have your own apartment? Yes? Okay.
Ain't even saying
Okay.
it. He's
All
like-
right. So is this a match? Is this a match?
One more question.
Okay.
Please.
What's the question here?
I'm cool.
Okay. All right. So this is a match. All right. So we have our second match. We have our second.
Okay.
All right. You can go ahead and take your queen away.
That's dope. Okay, so check out the show, The Finest Game Show. Apparently, they were able to make a match in this particular situation. I was wrong. I misread that situation. I thought he was asking a question because he didn't necessarily want to deal with a woman who was in that kind of industry. But it seemed like he was open-minded. I'm actually happy that they were able to match and connect with each other. So I definitely wish them well, you know what I mean, on their journey. With that said, for those of you who join me, if you're not a subscribed member, please like and subscribe at the bottom of your screen. And also share the content and engage. Just give me your feedback. Let me know what it is that you think about, today's show topic. And, let's start the discussion. All right. Looking forward to, creating a lot more content for you guys like this. This was my first go at the Pop the Balloon series. I know these are pretty popular right now. So we went ahead and did an episode on it to just to weigh in. So hopefully, depending on the feedback, we might do more of these. But we thank you guys for joining us. All right. Talk to y'all soon.